Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to try another Detroit style pizza, this time a frozen version. If you saw my video from Little Caesars, it was a disaster. Their Detroit style pizza was really not good.
It's extremely doughy, almost no sauce. They really buggered this up. I think Little Caesars' business model is fill the customer up with dough, basically flour and water, and let them think they have eaten a great big heavy meal of pizza.
So I'm hoping this frozen version is a little better, but it's a frozen pizza, so it could be iffy too. This one comes with its own pan to cook it in, which is kind of a nice, hopefully effective way to cook one of these. And I got the deluxe version. This is a brand called Rustica out of Quebec, Canada, and it is available in some of the states.
And here's what they say about it. Introducing our Detroit-style pan pizza, a union of traditional passion that'll steal your heart with every bite. Descended from Sicilian roots, this pizza boasts the rich flavors atop a Detroit-style crust, crispy and caramelized on the edges, yet fluffy inside. As a special touch, each box of pizza includes our signature pizza pan, perfect for sharing moments of love. Taste the romance.
Okay, this is a little overwritten, but we'll see if it holds up to that kind of hype. All right, so what we have to do is cook in a conventional oven, preheat it to 425. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, and then they tell you to remove pizza from the box and the plastic wrap. Okay, here's what it looks like. And it looks like quite a bit of a mess. It almost looks like it shifted to one side in transport. Okay, yeah, this pan feels very flimsy. And I don't know if you can see, but look at all the space along here. I'll try to shift it over. Okay, I'm gonna try to do some doctoring. There's too much stuff right in there. It's preventing it from going right to the side. Okay, I think I got it somewhat mended. It was little pieces of sausage that got trapped in the edges. And let's distribute this pepperoni a little better. Okay, I have to say the toppings actually look really good. It's pepperoni, sausage, green pepper, red pepper, onion, mozzarella, and then the sauce is not on top, it's underneath. Let's see if it says what is in this. Deluxe, pepperoni, Italian sausage, green and red pepper, onion. So yeah, pretty much named everything. I'm not crazy about this. Well, it might just bake onto the pan. Hopefully it doesn't drip into the oven. And it's not saying to put a pan under it. Just put this right in directly.
Okay, so we place frozen pizza in the included oven-safe pan and place directly on the center of the bottom rack of the preheated oven.
So I actually already adjusted the racks.
Do not place cooking pan against the sides of the oven. So it says bake for 24 to 26 minutes or until cheese is melted and the crust is crispy and golden brown. Let stand for 5 minutes before removing from the cooking pan and serving. Caution, pizza will be very hot. Handle with care.
Okay, let's do this. And it goes. Okay, right in the center. And let's set the timer. Okay, now we wait. Okay, while we wait, let's look at some nutritional facts. A quarter of the pizza is coming in at 370 calories. So it's calorie dense for sure. Sugar is only 2 grams. That's good. And this is per 173 gram serving of a 690 gram pizza. In that serving, sodium is 910 milligrams or 40% of your daily allowance. So it's definitely high sodium. Okay, and so the ingredients look like they are the
crust is enriched flour, water, canola oil, yeast, sugar, salt, natural flavor. And then they have part skim mozzarella and or mozzarella cheese sauce, which contains water, tomato paste, salt, canola oil, granulated garlic, herbs, sugar, spices, pepperoni, cooked Italian sausage, red and green peppers, onions, Parmesan cheese, and herbs. And again, granulated garlic.
So it's interesting they don't list the ingredients in the pepperoni or the sausage, and those would be the ones that are probably the most concerning. Okay, they claim it's always delicious, yet it's new, so how do they know it's always delicious? Okay, and on the cover it says it is edge-to-edge crispness. This is a little confusing. They're calling it Detroit style, yet they're saying it's descended from Sicilian roots. And I guess that's a bit of a stretch because Sicily and Detroit are not really that close together. Maybe they just mean pizza in general is descended from Sicily. Okay, it's been in for 4 minutes and I can already smell the garlic. It's really heavily scented in garlic, which is not always a bad thing. Just a little history about Detroit style pizza. The pans they used to cook it in were actually the pans that they used in the automotive factories that held nuts and bolts and things like that. And somebody got the bright idea to put a pizza in there, and then the thing that set it apart, besides the pan and the crispiness all around, was the fact that they put the sauce on top. which they're not doing here. So this will be my second attempt at Detroit style pizza. And if I don't like this one either, I will do one more try, and that's going to a pizza place here in town that actually makes authentic Detroit style pizza, and they put the sauce on top. I don't know why that's so difficult for Little Caesars or even this company to understand. That's how Detroit style pizza is made. But okay, taste will be the deciding factor. So I should mention too, I paid $8.99 for this, or $9 on sale. It was regular $10.50. So it's about, I guess, the going price for a frozen pizza. Okay, this is smelling better and better as each minute passes. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that pizza out of the oven without burning my hands, because the pan seems so flimsy. I don't think you can really hold it with pot holders. Okay, so after it's done, it says to let it stand for 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know if you can make it out, but it doesn't look like it's going to the sides of the pan. So I'm not sure how that is actually going to do what it claims, going to the sides of the pan and getting all crispy. It's like the pizza is way too small for the pan. Besides this deluxe version, they also make a double pepperoni, a meat lovers, which is pepperoni, sausage, ham, and bacon, and a 4 cheese and garlic one. They all sound delicious. Okay, and so what they're saying is one piece would be 1 serving, so 1/4 of that pizza. Doesn't look like enough to fill you up, but I guess if you had a salad or something with it, or garlic bread, that'd be a lot of carbs, but you could get a nice filling meal maybe. So that would work out to, if you bought it at Walmart on sale for $7, that's going to be $3.50. $1.25 a slice, so that's a decent price per serving. It actually would become a cheaper version than definitely Little Caesars or buying it from a real pizzeria where it price is very high. That's what's kept me from getting an authentic version. Okay, it's got 6 minutes to go. I was hoping the crust was going to expand to the edges, but it's not doing that, and it almost looks like the crust is burning on the sides. I hope not. Okay, so I got my handy dandy clean as a whistle baking pan, and I'm going to slide the pizza out onto it so that I'm not holding it with pot holders, just to give it some stability on the bottom. So it's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm wondering how many people are actually making a frozen Detroit style pizza at this hour. I could possibly be the only one. Okay, it's done. Yeah, there's no way you can pick that up without either burning yourself. Okay, yeah, it was tricky getting it out of the oven. The pan is very flimsy, so you can't really grab it by hand to take it out. So I ended up using a spatula and then pushing it onto this pan. So here's what it looks like, and actually it's much larger than I was thinking it was. And I don't know how, but the sides of it do look crispy. I don't know if you can see that. But oh yeah, let's set the timer for 5 minutes. Okay, I like the way the pepperoni crisped up. It smells good. Smells sort of like chicken soup. Not sure why. 1/4 of this, which is what they recommend for a serving size, is going to be actually a substantial piece of pizza. My estimate that this with a salad or garlic bread if you really want it, but yeah, this could be a filling meal. So for $1.25 a slice, that's actually a really good deal. But I guess if it doesn't taste good, it's not worth it. But that's something I'll have to keep in mind as I'm assessing this. Does the price beat out the fact that it might not be good? We'll find out. It's really crisp or hard. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the purpose of this pan is. Don't know if you can see, but it's got big gaps along the sides of the pan. So I'm not sure how or what that was supposed to do. Okay, so it says wait 5 minutes before removing from the pan. So does that mean I have to take it out of the pan? So if I do, where am I going to put this? It's kind of large. I guess we'll try it. Seems to be stuck. Okay, so if I cut this in 4, I'm not sure what the best kind of knife is to cut this kind of pizza. I don't think it's this. Okay, yeah, I think I do have to take it out of the pan. Okay, I did not measure this properly. Okay, so we've got our slice cut, and I can tell you right now I'm already a little disappointed. Like, look at the amount of dough. This is like eating bread with a bit of a topping. Edges are nice and crisp looking. The bottom is done okay. Like, I think this is going to be the best bite in the corner. So we'll start with that. Wow. Okay, not great. There's definitely not enough sauce. The crust is really plain. The toppings that I tried are not overly flavorful. Let's try some on their own. So we'll try some sausage. The sausage is good, but it's very mild tasting for Italian sausage. It's a little weak. Let's try the pepperoni. The pepperoni's good. It's not overly spicy. But yeah, the issue is the amount of bread in this. So that is what's giving it its weight. Like you would need dipping sauce or something, because look at that. Let's try a piece with all the bread. Holy, it's like biting into a loaf of bread. I hate to say it, but you could probably fool kids into thinking they're eating pizza, but any sane adult would be going, this is bread with a bit of topping. No, never again. Like seriously, there's almost no sauce on this. Okay, this is my second letdown at Detroit style pizza. This is just not cutting it. It's okay when you get a bite of pepperoni in it because it adds a little crunch and a little greasiness to it to give it some taste. I was trying to think of what this reminds me of, and it's cake. It reminds me of like a sponge cake. It's just so lacking. Just look how thick that crust is. Here's my finger. It's like 2 fingers high. This is really no different than the Little Caesars. I'm trying to pass off tons of flour as a pizza. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to have to give this a generous 4. It's such a disappointment when it comes to what it was supposed to be and what it actually is. For the price though, yeah, you could definitely serve this as a meal and people would walk away full. I feel full after that one piece, but yeah, as far as it being outstandingly delicious and that you'd want to have it again and again, I don't think so. So yeah, that's it. That's the deal with this Rustica Detroit style pizza. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you've tried this and what you thought of it, or if you've had a really good Detroit style pizza and where you got it. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Edge to edge Christmas. Edge to edge Christmas. Okay, and on the cover it tells you it's edge to edge crispness. I can't say that.